What would you do if you overheard a colleague plotting to destroy someone's life just to climb the corporate ladder? In a bustling city office, where ambition often overshadowed empathy, I witnessed a story that changed how I saw justice, loyalty, and the power of truth. Clara was the kind of woman who carried the weight of the world with a smile. A single mother of two, she juggled late-night diaper changes, school runs, and a demanding job as a data analyst at our firm. Her desk was a fortress of organized chaos, spreadsheets pinned under coffee mugs, a framed photo of her kids beaming from the corner. She was brilliant, her work flawless, but her life wasn't easy. You could see it in the faint shadows under her eyes, the way she'd pause to text her babysitter during lunch breaks. Yet, she never complained. Clara was the glue in our team, always ready with a kind word or a quick fix for a crashing database. But not everyone saw her that way. Enter Vanessa, our team's self-proclaimed star, whose charm was as sharp as a blade. Vanessa had her eyes on a promotion to senior analyst, a role Clara was also a contender for, though she never flaunted it. One evening, as I stayed late to finish a report, I overheard Vanessa in the break room, her voice dripping with venom. "She's a single mom. Fire her," she hissed to our manager, Greg. "She's distracted, always leaving early for her kids. I'd be more reliable." My stomach churned. Clara's early departures were approved, and she always made up the hours remotely. This wasn't about performance, it was sabotage. I don't know what made me do it, but I pulled out my phone and hit record. Vanessa's words spilled out, each one colder than the last. She painted Clara as a liability, twisting every late-night email Clara sent into evidence of slacking. Greg, spineless as ever, murmured agreement, promising to handle it. I stopped the recording, my hands shaking. Clara wasn't just a coworker. She was someone who'd helped me through my own rough patches at work, who'd shared her lunch when I forgot mine. I couldn't let this slide. The next morning, I approached Clara. Her face fell as I played the recording, her eyes glistening with a mix of hurt and anger. "Why would she do this?" she whispered. I didn't have an answer, but I had a plan. We needed to expose Vanessa, but it had to be strategic. Clara was hesitant. She didn't want to be seen as vindictive, but she agreed we couldn't let this go unchallenged. We decided to take the recording to HR, but first, I suggested she gather evidence of her contributions, the late-night reports, the client praises, the time she'd saved our team from disaster. The HR meeting was tense. Vanessa sat across from us, her smile tight, unaware of the storm coming. When Clara presented her case, her voice steady but raw, she laid out her work record like a warrior laying down her weapons. Then I played the recording. The room went silent as Vanessa's voice filled the air, her words damning. Greg shifted uncomfortably, his earlier promises to Vanessa now a noose around his own neck. Vanessa's face drained of color, her usual confidence replaced by stammering excuses. "It was just a suggestion," she faltered. But the damage was done. HR didn't fire Vanessa immediately, but the consequences were swift. She was demoted, her promotion chances obliterated, and her reputation in the office became a cautionary tale. Greg faced a formal warning for entertaining such bias. Clara, meanwhile, was offered the senior analyst role, though she took a few days to consider it, worried about the added strain on her family. In the end, she accepted, not for herself, but for her kids. She wanted them to see their mom rise above the ugliness. Months later, the office felt different. Clara's promotion brought a new energy to our team, her leadership grounded in the kind of compassion only someone who'd faced hardship could wield. Vanessa, humbled, kept her distance, her ambition now tempered by the reality of her actions. I learned something profound through it all. Courage isn't always loud. Sometimes it's as quiet as hitting record on a phone, or as steady as a single mom refusing to let the world break her. Clara's story isn't just about workplace drama. It's about the resilience of those who carry heavy burdens and still shine. It's about the power of standing up, not just for yourself, but for what's right. And it's a reminder that truth, when wielded with care, can shift the scales of justice. For Clara, for her kids, and for anyone who's ever been underestimated, this was a victory not just over Vanessa, but over every voice that says you're not enough.